Good morning. Happy Friday. Today's Friday. It is 8:33 a.m. Eastern Time here in the Northeast Coast in the United States. And I am just doing a pop-up live, which I will be crocheting and we will be chatting. So I just wanted to see if anybody was going to be up in the morning and join me this morning, and we could talk crochet, craft topics, and life, and so forth. All right, so I've been up since early this morning, and I just wanted to come in here to talk about a few things. And starting my day, Friday here, I'm at my daughter's house taking care of my grandson while my daughter's at work, but he is still asleep. So I have some time to spend here with you guys until later. I will be spending time with him. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that is still supporting this channel. And thank you for all your support. I do appreciate each and one of you guys, and all the new subscribers. Welcome and thank you. And today I'm going to show you what I bring with me when I come to my daughter's house. I'm on a journey of losing weight, getting healthier. And today, right now, I'm having a smoothie, which is French vanilla powder, protein powder with strawberries, frozen strawberry, bananas, and blueberries, cinnamon, and 1/4 cup or less of oats. That's what's in here. It looks really good and delicious. I did it a little too creamy. It's very creamy. It's thicker than I wanted to be, but it's fine. So let me put Nightbot on so that he could drop people's links when they do come on. Let's see here. Ooh. It is 60. Wait, it was, fall is giving us signs that fall is in the air. It's coming soon. The evenings here have been beautiful, wonderful, where I don't have to put AC on. It's been in 59, 69 degrees, in the 60s. We get up in the mornings. It's it's nice, comfortable weather. And let me wait for Nightbot here. Okay, it's 69 degrees here right now, but I think our high today would be 84 degrees. We get a lot of humidity here in Connecticut. We have a lot of humidity the past few days, but for some reason it doesn't stop raining. It rained again a little bit last night. It rained the night before. It just keeps raining. But during the day, we're getting some sunshine, some nice hot weather for your flowers, for your plants, your garden. So that is good because they cannot, they need a break from the water because the roots will rot. Your plants will die. Flowers or fruits or vegetables, they will die. So I'm grateful for that. But let's see, let me get this in there. Let's see here. You have to go through all these loops and turns to get Nightbot on now. And let's see here. Joining. All right. He should be all set. All right. I don't add any sugar because of the berries, bananas, and I put cinnamon. Cinnamon does help you lose weight. So it's really tasty, really good. So this is my breakfast. And then while we wait to see if anybody's going to be around, I'm going to put this down here. I came prepared. I wasn't playing when I came. I was coming to my daughter's house today. Because if I don't bring food, I would be starving because I'm trying not to eat the stuff I'm not supposed to be eating. And I do not want to look bad when I go to the doctor's office. So in here, I brought my purse. I brought some of my crochet hooks. Not knowing which one I'm going to use, I brought different sizes with me today. And I brought all kinds. I brought one too many. This is just to be here today. Because I didn't bring yarn because I already have yarn here at my daughter's house, so I didn't have to do that. So I have all these hooks with me today. I do not know the name brand of this one because this was gifted to me by Liliana. Hi, Liliana, if you're watching. Hope everything's well with you. So this is a set, a complete set she gave me. So I have a few of them here to see which. I apparently will be working with a number 5 today. So that's that set, different sizes. Let me see if I can see it because the thing is when they have these colors like this, it's kind of hard to see. 5.5. This is a 5.5 right here. I love the grip. The grip, and really nice to work with. Another 5.5 and a 5.0. Some of these she gave me double. Some of them are the same size. So that's that one. This is a 5.25, which this one is a boy. The acrylic, the metal hook. Yeah, I do love those. And I also have it on. This is one of my favorites. My favorite, very long time, is the boy metal hooks, and it's the 5.00. It's my favorite one. Then I have a 5.50 boy too. And I have a 7.0, which I rarely use this one. And like I said, I was leaving the house and I just took a bunch of hooks with me, not knowing, hoping that I was going to grab the ones I needed. This is one of my new ones. I bought a Hobby Lobby, and this is a 6. This is the only 6 one I brought. So it's this one, 6mm hook, crochet hook, which is from Yarnology. It's the brand at Hobby Lobby. So I love that one too. This one was also gifted to me. This is another 6. It's a 6. I never seen a hook like this. And it's a thick plastic. So it's a good plastic. And it has this end to it right there. It's a little right there. It's different than other hooks I had. But I have this one. So let's see how many hooks I brought with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hooks. All right, so that's a good start. And I need to go back into the basement later, but I went the other day and brought up a little bag of scrap yarn that I have in the basement. I only have a few totes there, not many. And so I have the scrap yarn bag here. I grabbed that quickly because I was looking throughout my yarns and some of them were thinner than others. Like some of them were like a weight 3, Mandela, some of them. And I wasn't looking to work with those right now. So I wanted a thicker yarn. So this one right here is a scrap yarn. This is this green with a little bit of white that was left over from another yarn. And I was thinking of making a child's hat with this. Oh, this has the white in it. So yeah, so this one I'm thinking of making a child's hat with it. And I made some beautiful slippers, and I actually um have to retreat them because we had our winter stuff in the basement, and I just saw them the other day. I made some nice slippers with this yarn. So it has all that kind of that light neon or yellow, and then the green, and then the white. It turns to white with a little bit specks of pink in it. So we'll see what I'll make with this. Then I have another little bit of the scrap yarn there of this yarn. So yeah, I know it's early. Probably, people are at work and all that, but I gotta work at my channel. I gotta work with it. It's so thick, it's so hard to go through the zip thing right here. All right. So then I was thinking that these colors will look nice with this pink. So these three together would look nice for a hat for a child. So we will see what I'm going to turn this into. A hat, but which pattern. And then because fall is around the corner. Oh, fall's around the corner. I'm so happy. Y'all happy? Yeah, I'm happy too. I can't wait. All right, so we have one hell of a spring. I think we kind of skipped spring to summer because, man, it was hot in June. We had a little spring, but it was really hot. And so I got this brown, and I was thinking, I'm not sure if I'm going to still do it, but I was going to put, where's the other one? Not sure if I'm going to put these three together. We will see how that's going to turn out. So I'm using up my scrap yarns today. So I got more in here to work with. So what I'm going to start with is a hat. I'm going to start working on a hat right now. And that is what I'm going to be doing. For this yarn to be in the basement for a year in a tote, it smells good. Sometimes when you leave stuff in the basement for a long time, it smells like basement. But this yarn smells really good. So I guess I packed it very well. I do have more of this yarn here. And we will see what I'm going to do. I still have some of this yarn right here too. So these are going to be the colors for a hat or something for a kid. We'll see. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about things that are going on in my life. And I went to the foot doctor. We're going to talk about that. I was very surprised what this man said to me. Very surprised because I had been to 4 other podiatrists before this man. And not one of them had said to me what I needed done with this foot. Like the other doctors. The other doctors let me suffer for a year and a half with this thing. But anyways, we're going to get into that. So join me, guys. Don't be shy. If anybody's watching behind the bushes, hello, welcome. God bless everyone. I give every God the glory and the honor for this beautiful day He has given us. Oh, I just love it outside right now because it's 69 degrees and the sun is it just was nice and perfect in the area I needed it. And Yes. um, then I'm going to talk about early harvesting, why I'm doing that for a reason with my tomatoes, because I've been seeing the water, all this rain, what has done all this rain to our tomatoes, but not only ours, but other communities that I have seen that they're having the same issue. So I might have to be pulling mines out early if this continues to rain. Excuse me, because it was raining. Every morning I get up, there's I have those ceiling windows, and every morning I get up, there's rain on my water on my windows, and I'm like, oh, it was raining last night. But I'm not knocking this weather, because I am loving this weather, because it's helping me with my electricity bill, turning off the AC at night and putting on maybe just the fan. It is mwah, I'm loving it. I know a lot of us need a break with our AC, right? Because it's been, whoo, girl, it has been hot. I got a quick tan this year. Usually I don't get quick tans like that. And I'm like, I've been out in that sun. I have been out in that sun. But we gotta be grateful for everything that we receive, whether it be good or bad. Right? We gotta be grateful that we woke up this morning and we're moving, we're alive, we're here. Not a lot of people could say that are not here with us anymore. So I'm grateful. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do with this. Let's start. I'm gonna use this part. I'm gonna color control this. I'm gonna cut this piece off. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep, now I have to use my daughter's scissors, because I always have. Are you guys like me? I always have, I try to have some crochets, hooks, something in my purse. And then scissors. I have to have my scissors. I have to have, you never know when you get it stuck in somewhere, right? Doctor's appointments, on the train, and even in you're driving with someone. You're in someone's car and you're stuck in traffic. It's good to have these things to catch up. Your crafts, your projects, your needles, your crochet hooks to get your projects finished. Hey, Jennifer from Dinky's Crafts. How are you? How you doing today, Jennifer? Welcome. Good morning to you. You're up early. I am a morning person. I've been up, guys, since 4:30 in the morning. I've been up today since 4:30 in the morning. I leave out of the house every day at 6:30 in the morning. I take my daughter to work, and then I come here to my other daughter's house, who it's nearby. She lives nearby my youngest daughter's job. So I come here, and kids are going back to school soon here. They have not started school here yet in the Northeast coast. In the United States here, they start August 22nd, I believe it is. August 22nd, they start here. Oh, okay. Yes, you're from the UK. It's 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes, I came on early to see if I could catch some of my, friends, subscribers from other parts of the world that I usually don't get to hang out with them because of the time difference. If I go on later on in the afternoon and things like that. So yeah, that's awesome to be connecting with you guys today. What are you working on? Are you getting ready for the fall? Let's cut this yarn. Yes. I am excited about the fall. I'm trying to get all my clothes sorted out and everything. Can't wait to start wearing my sweatpants again and all my favorite fall colors. but I do want to start working on something for the fall as well when it comes to crocheting and knitting. What have you been working on lately, Jennifer? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, I've been seeing you in these YouTube streets. I have been seeing you in YouTube streets, other people's channels. I hope all is well with you. All is well with me too. It could be a little better, but hey, I am not one to complain, you know. And I sometimes get up and I be like, all right, it's a new day. Get up. Don't complain. But I had got some news from a doctor, which I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, very much. And so I had to make some decisions. Decisions. That's what life is all about. A mystery gnome. Oh, okay, yeah. Who's doing it? The cat's meow for Bougie Greek and a Sun Bunny. Oh, that sounds like fun. This is the time to be crocheting some gnomes. I always wanted to make one. They look so easy to make. I've never made one before, but so is this crochet or knit? Is it a crochet project? You're knitting it or are you crocheting it? Not sure if you do both. I do both. I do crochet and knit. All right, so I'm going to color control this. Right now, my grandson is sleeping, and I brought my breakfast, I brought my lunch, and I brought snacks for here because I really need to concentrate on my eating. No matter whose house I'm in, where am I going, I try not to eat restaurant foods. You know, unless I'm stuck somewhere for the rest of the day and I didn't out there somewhere running here and doing errands and shopping or whatever, and I didn't bring anything, but I have to be starving to even eat at a restaurant. So to make that decision, because I'm trying not to eat at restaurants. So gnomes and blankets knitted. Oh, okay, awesome. Crochet. Okay, all right, awesome. Oh, you're gonna be posting that in your channel so I could go check it out. We could go check it out. That'd be awesome. And Jennifer, if you would like Nightbot to drop your link, you could, if you know, type in blue and he will drop your link, okay, to your channel. Let me share with you what I do because I have to do it. I can't be lazy. I can't be like slow feet don't eat, and especially won't eat right. So I'm going back to my old habits is preparing food ahead of time. All right. So breakfast is a smoothie with banana, strawberries, blueberries, frozen banana, strawberry, blueberries, a 1/4 cup of oats and cinnamon and vanilla. I think it's called vanilla ice cream something. Protein powder, but it's like 25 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, not a lot. So I don't add sugar too much. But my daughter works at Dunkin' Donuts, my youngest, and she's forever bringing drinks from over there. The girl is always bringing drinks. And hold on a second. Oh gosh. I am on the bed because I'm supposed to be resting. So I had a procedure done yesterday. So I brought my coffee in a thermos tumbler. So it'll be nice and hot. So I make sure I brought my coffee, even though I'm not supposed to be having coffee. But I'm at my daughter's house. I'm gonna be here until the afternoon, so I need it. I brought it just in case I wanted it. And then I brought my another cup I have over there. I drink cucumber water. I make my own cucumber water, and I've been making that from the cucumbers I've been harvesting. Sorry, that was an awkward precision. And cucumbers I've been harvesting. So I'll probably share that with you guys. It's very simple to make cucumber water. Very simple. Very tasty. Some people put sugar, but I don't put sugar in mine. The first time I found this recipe, I put sugar because they did. And I wanted to see how it tasted. And it was delicious. It's a great drink, especially not only if you don't have to be losing weight. So the cucumber water is refreshing, especially in hot days. It's really good. So what I used to do back before I used to do my cucumber water was just pour water in a cup, put a few slices of cucumber with some mint, put it in the refrigerator, a few hours or 24 hours. The next day it tastes like cucumbers. But this is even easier. So what you do is you take your picture of your blender, the picture of your blender. Hold on, let me put this over here. Everything has to be around me because I'm like sitting on this bed. And then you slice up 5 cucumbers, whatever you prefer. So you peel them, slice them up to your preference. It's just going to be blended up anyway. So I slice them up to round like the slices. And then I filled half of my blender with cucumbers. And then I pour water all the way to the top. And so then I blend it. So once I blend it and the cucumbers are already well blend, I will then strain it, the pulp out, strain the water through. I don't throw out the pulp. I put in my compost, and then remove the pulp. Put the water. Now you have concentrated cucumber water. It's very strong. So then you put it in a pitcher or a gallon. I usually make up to a gallon. You do whatever you want. A liter, half a gallon. So I do a gallon. I get an empty container of gallon. Pour that in there. Put the rest water again. Then you put whatever sugar sweetener you want, or you don't have to at all. And I put it in the refrigerator, and I have a whole gallon of cucumber water is there. And that's more easier for me than to slice up a few cucumbers, put in a cup of water, and yeah, it's ready to go. Let's see who's here. Hey, Angie, good morning. How are you, Angie? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you here today. Let's see here. Jennifer says, I posted them to VJ's channel, Whip Wednesday or FO's Fridays on her Facebook page. And okay, I'll go check it out. Then she showed them on her YouTube channel. I rarely post to my own channel. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, a lot of people do that don't make videos and stuff. They share their stuff in other channels, which is awesome. She's saying hi. Angie's saying good morning to Jennifer. Everybody's saying hi to each other. There goes Dinky's Crafts Jennifer's link to her YouTube channel right there. And Angie, if you want Nightbot to drop your link, just type the word blue and he will do that for you. Yeah, so I just wanted to come here just to hang out a little bit. I've been doing a lot of videos over there in the CT, my second channel, which is the CT Valley Girl Garden, because it's garden season, it's harvest season, harvesting time, stuff like that. Soon I will be working on cooking videos, but I will get to that when I can. So what I bring to my daughter's house is a bag of fruits. I have watermelon in here. And guys, we got to talk about watermelon. You got to be careful with the watermelon you buy out there. Pineapple, and I have, oh my God. The other melon here, I have here, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. So this is what I bring. I do share with everybody here if they want some. And my grandson only probably will eat the watermelon. And then I made my tuna. I made my tuna. And in here, it's mostly all the vegetables that's in here except the onions, all harvest from the garden. So the tuna obviously is not. But in here, I have lettuce, chopped up lettuce, kale, tomatoes from my garden. And also I chopped up a broccoli leaf. The broccoli leaves are super healthy for you. They're tasty, delicious, full of vitamin K and C. So and a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. I could never eat dry tuna fish. Ugh, never. So, and that's what I'm having for lunch. And the fruits and all that is to snack during the day, throughout the day, because you have to, you got to get that fruit and vegetable in your system. So that's what I bring to my daughter's house. I bring my own stuff, and that's how I stay on track with my healthy eating. Let's see here. Hola Marisa, ¿cómo estás? Welcome, welcome. How you doing this morning? She's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello to each other. So I have some great news. I know it's delicious, right? I used to eat tuna twice a week, but now I'm like really once a week, and really like maybe once every other week. I cook most of all my meals at home. I do smoothies, but I also eat oatmeal, or I'll make eggs, omelet with vegetables and stuff like that. So I haven't weighed myself here yet. I was supposed to weigh myself by the end of the week. So I will be doing that today. I was supposed to weigh myself before I got on this video, but I forgot. Now, it's hard for me to get on and off because I have to go do everything I need to do and then get back on. So the doctor put me on rest just for 48 hours because yesterday I went for my back injection, and man, that was, woo. It felt so different than the first time I did it. I really felt that medicine go from my back straight down my legs. And I told him, hey, I felt it go really strong down my legs. He goes, yeah, you're going to feel it go down your legs, but it's going to be on your back too. I'm not the one to like to always be doing the injection, stuff like that. The only reason I would do it is because I'm in horrible pain and I need it. So we'll see how it goes. It could take about a week, 48 hours to 3 weeks to take effect. So we will see. But yeah, it was painful. That's another thing that I saw different. That you see, it's hard for me to lay down. The doctor said, go home, rest, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. Don't sit around for a long time. No more than 1 to 2 hours. So, but the problem was I had to drive about 4 or 5 towns back south to come to my grandson and to be here with him. And then we had to harvest some vegetables. I had to harvest the vegetables. And then by the time I lay down, everything was hurting. It was hurting so bad. And I had to ice it, the area. It was hurting really bad. But then I have a concern because I didn't know. I thought he was just giving me a different medicine. But I went to the foot doctor on Monday. This Monday. I got my back injection Thursday. Oh, the foot. Let me tell you. Most of you guys know the history of this right foot of mine. When I fell, broke my ankle, broke a piece of bone out, and this other thing grew next to it. And it's a never-ending ordeal with this, right? Well, what can I say about some of these doctors? Oh. Well, I went there on Monday. I'm going to chat and read the chat room and crochet. I went there on Monday, only going for a second opinion on this growth thing that's growing in the side of the right foot on the lower side, right side, near the ankle, which is causing a lot of pain and issues and blah, 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 blah. That's all I'm going in there for a second opinion. I show him the area. They make you take off your both shoes, not just one. I only want him to check the right foot, but they make you take off both of your shoes, blah, blah, blah. And it's a podiatrist. He's checking you. You know what this man told me? That when he left the room, I was like this, just looking at my foot. And my mind was going, whoo, 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 whoo. You know what he told me? The other lady told me, podiatrist, that I don't need surgery. Surgery is not the way to go for my foot because she said it will just keep coming back. That's what she said. So her preference was, oh, we just stick needles in there once a month and, what's that, 12 times a year, and extract the liquid and everything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I want to do it that big. Right? So this doctor said something totally different. He said, we do extractions only 2 times. If we see that the patient is suffering and this keeps occurring, we do surgery because this is the mama, the area where I have it, and then the mama has babies, and so she spreads on top of my foot where I have all my nerve system. Well, not only that, I need surgery there. I need surgery 3 parts of my feet. There's 3 sections on that right foot that I need surgery. Something that no other doctor ever told me and let me live for decades with my foot like this. So I got something called a hammer toe. And then I have the big toe is curving like this, the right foot. And then the one next to the big toe is curving on top of that one. So it's almost making an X. So he says, you need surgery here. We have to do this. We have to do that. Oh, we got to cut over here. We got to, man, my head was spinning. I was already angry. And I was like, how come that wasn't told to me before? He said, who's the doctor you saw? And I told him. And then he said, first of all, she didn't even treat you right. 2, 3, 4. He said, because she was only focusing on that thing that's growing the side of your foot. She's a podiatrist. And then all the other 3 podiatrists. She said they supposed to look at both of your feet and look at the story of the feet. See if there's a story there where, he had this chart on the wall that shows all different kind of diseases and conditions with your foot. And then he showed me my foot on that chart. He showed me my toes in that chart, 1 toe, right? That needs surgery. I'm actually 2. And he said, oh, by the way, you need surgery on both of your feet. You see this? Blah, 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 blah. He starts looking at the other foot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, don't look anymore. How do you say that to him? I'm saying that to myself. I'm like, oh man. So he goes, he sees the worriness on my face and I'm shocked because I only went there for a second opinion on something else. And so he's throwing all this at me and I'm like shocked and like, what? What's going on here? And he said, because I inherited it from a family member, this condition I have, it runs in my family. So I already know who I got it from. It's my mom. I got it from my mom. Her feet looked, we got identical feet. We got the identical feet. And then I have the problems she had with her foot. I have my problems with the same thing. But she was never told she needed surgery or anything like that. Unbelievable, huh? So now I have something to think about. He said we could do both feet in the same time. I looked at him even more crazier. He said we could do both foot in the same time, get it out the way. And then I looked at him and I'm like, doctor, seriously? I came here for one thing. You're telling me all this stuff. Now 2 surgeries at the same time, that's a lot. You need to recover from one foot to do the other one because that's a lot of pain, recovery time. And then he tells me, you're right. We'll do 1 foot at a time. And then he tells me, it takes about 4-hour surgery. You need to be in bed for 2 weeks. The first 24 hours, you cannot get off that bed, not even to use the bathroom. After that, you could only get off the bed to go use the bathroom. So you need to speak to your family or someone that could help you and take care of you. I'm like, oh my gosh. He said you had to have your feet up for 2 weeks so it could heal. You can't be moving that foot. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it's these days like it's a 1-day procedure. They send you home. So then I spoke to my daughters about it and everything. And, because my eldest is the one that I will have to come here to her house. Remember, I live in the 3rd floor. So she lives in the 1st floor. I would have to come here anyways because they both work. So then that when my grandson get out of school, then he could help me until they get out of work. That's asking a lot. But the pain is unbearable. So I have to do surgery there. And I'm not fond of surgery. The only reason I would do surgery if I have a life-threatening disease condition that's going to kill me. This is pain. But if I don't have the surgery, it's going to get worse. Things are going to get worse. So that's what's going on with me this week only. That was Monday. And then yesterday I had to get back injections. Now, I'm a little worried, so if you guys could please pray for me because the medication that they gave me on Monday for my foot, he injected cortisone in that area where I have this thing growing. Then when I went for my injection yesterday, I thought it was a whole different medicine. I thought it was steroids. It should have been steroids. But then this morning when I read the instructions that they gave me for the next few days, what I do's and don'ts, on there it says, well, today we have given you this medication, and then it says in parentheses it says cortisone. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So you're not supposed to have cortisone shots done on your body that close to time, twice in 1 week. So because after they did my back injections yesterday, I said, how often can I come from these shots? And he said, well, it depends how it's going to work for you. Some people come twice a year or 4 times a year. You can have it done every 4 months or twice a year. Because of the shots, the medication we're giving you, you can't do more than that. So you have to spread the time. And I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus, please bless me. I had cortisone shots twice in 1 week, and I'm not sure if that's going to affect me somehow. So I will have to call them today and let them know. Okay, let's see. Let's check the chat room. Anybody else came in? Okay, so hey Justin, Retro Stuff Channel. How you doing? I was watching one of your videos. I noticed. I'm not sure if you're still here, but hello, welcome. I was checking you out because I know that you wanted to come up onto my panel last time, but you were asking the time I was logging off. But I had to go check you out because we have to be very careful who we let up in the panel. So it's nice meeting you. I did go check your channel out. So Marisa's Nightbot dropped her link. Is right here. And Justin, if you want Nightbot to drop your link, please type the word blue and he will drop it for you. Good morning. Happy Friday to you too. Everybody saying hi to Justin. Yeah, me neither. I didn't even know what that was until Monday. And that's just my right foot. Saying good morning to Justin. Everybody's saying good morning to each other. Does not sound good. I could not lay in bed for 2 weeks. 5 days was bad enough. I know. And I'm not that type of person. I'm a type of person that my bed, I like it to sleep. I'm not the type of person to be laying in bed all day watching TV or whatever have you. I'm always on the move. Busy person on the move. I have never liked to, so I don't know how I'm going to do well with that. I really don't know how I'm going to do, how that's going to, how that's going to work out for me. But the problem is I have to make it work if I don't want something bad to happen to my foot. So I don't need any more problems. So I told the doctor, well, I need my feet. I need my feet to, everyday life. I need my feet. So I'm going to have to go think about it. And I see him in 2 weeks. He was angry because the way the other doctors didn't handle the situation. 2, 3, 4. I'm counting. In regards to that, all these issues and letting me suffer for so long. So it is what it is. And I just got to deal with it. I am going to say yes to the right foot. I'm not sure what I'm going to say about the left foot. I want to do 1 foot at a time to see how it comes out. Everything turns out. He said that. I said, well, what's the recovery time? And, pain wise, am I going to continue to feel some type of pain or I'm going to be healed 100% from the pain? So he said, oh, no, you're not going to have any more pain. You're going to, that's why we're going to do the surgery. And the surgery should take care of all those problems you have. So let's see. I will pray for you. Oh, thank you, Justin. I do appreciate it. Yes, because, I don't like going down under neither. My landlord came not too long ago. Sorry. My landlord came not too long ago, and she had a simple procedure done right here in her throat. Something to do with something in this area. I don't know what it was. She said it was supposed to take no more than 10 minutes. And she was supposed to just go home the same day. Well, guess what? They almost killed her, she said. She could barely talk. They said that her vocal is not going to be the same. She might not be able to speak anymore normally. She talks like this, like that. Like, can you imagine a simple procedure she went for just supposed to be? It's only supposed to take 10 minutes, according to her, what she was telling me. And she almost died on that table. That's what she said. That's what she said. And I'm going under for 4 hours. Thank you, Justin. Yes, I'll be able to walk. I'm walking now. I am walking now. I am. It's not an issue of walking. I should be able to walk, but I had to be in bed for 2 weeks first. It would be beneficial if you can stay in the hospital for the first 48 hours. That's what I asked. I'm going to ask him again, but it's in today's situation that hinders the recovery. I had said to him, so how long am I going to be in the hospital? And he said, oh no, you're not, you go home the same day. I'm like, I go home the same day. And he said, yeah, you go home the same day. And I wasn't surprised by that because the way things are. But I didn't like that I was going home on the same day. So my daughter now one of them has to request a day off for that. Well, it has to be my oldest because my youngest does not drive yet. She doesn't drive. So she still has to get her license, go for her license to. Oh, thank you, Justin. That's nice of you. Are you going to do panel? Anybody wants to come up? Why, Justin, you want to come up? I will keep you in your family in prayer. Thank you, Angie. Yes. Thank you. We do appreciate it. After your first surgery, are you going to walk again? Yes, I am going to walk again. Praise God. I better. That's according to the doctor. I shouldn't have any issues, any problems. And like I said, as long as I have do the recovery time the way he tells me, I am instructed, I don't see how I should have a problem. Um, the reason for the surgery is because all these condition on this foot is causing me pain when I wear socks, when I bathe, when I walk with my shoes. So it's so I could be in less pain and be able to, be normal. So we will see. I don't like surgery. I don't. But I'm going to be definitely praying to the Lord about it. And I am going to put my life in his hands and let it be that. Because it's not going to be fun for me. And I know it's not going to be fun for my family neither. Because even though they were wonderful when I broke my ankle, but this is two weeks in bed. Like, so that means they have to bring me all my meals and all that stuff. And that's it. Hopefully, I will not need any other surgeries. Oh my gosh. I really am not in favor of it. Some people, they love surgery. Some people like, oh, if I got something to be fixed, I am okay with surgery. And that's okay. That's how people feel. And they have the right to feel that way. But me, no. If it's something that I could avoid surgery, it really is not serious. But I've been a year and a half dealing with this. And then with all my other issues with this foot that he had explained to me has been since I was born with it. apparently. Let's see. I don't know if it will work, Justin. If you want to come up, I would ask you to come up with the camera on. You have to show your face, and you know, we just stay on topic and things like that. Just have to be careful with YouTube because they're getting very strict and things are going on in other people's channel. Things has happened that was really shouldn't happen, but yep. So you're more than welcome to come up. There's the link, and anybody else that wants to come up. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Michelle, welcome. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? How's your grandbaby? Getting bigger day by day, I'm sure. Have you met your grandbaby already, Michelle? All right, so I changed my mind. I'm going to make an amigurumi with this. So this yarn is a Boki 5, and I'm using a 5 crochet hook. So that, so that there will be no, it won't show any holes or anything. It'll be a tight crochet. Are you going to keep doing live stream? Yes, I'm going back to doing my live streams. Justin, I don't know how long you've been following me, but I had stopped for this year. I had stopped posting a little bit on this channel around spring and now summer because of I was very busy doing gardening. I was busy with two gardenings. I have a gardening here in my house and one in my a garden in my house and one in my daughter's. Sorry, a garden in my house and one in my daughter that I am the one that started these two, and they are learning about growing food and stuff like that. So it's mainly just all the work is mainly me. They help with the digging and all that and watering sometimes, but it has been I've been very busy with it. It's been helping me health wise. It's been work, but it's been, you know, at the end, I am seeing the reward of the work that I've been doing with in my garden. So I do enjoy it very much. So it was too much to do two channels. And with gardening, it's like I said, it's a lot of work, and so it's hard to be sitting here doing lives when you just finish doing some yarn work. Let me see here. So they saying hi to Michelle. Michelle say it's I bet he is. It's a boy, right? Have you met him yet? I like to do the first two rows. I haven't crocheted in a minute because I was working on that knitting blanket. All right. I've been watching y'all videos, watching the replay. If I don't make it on the live, sometimes I make it on the live. Two, one here. The next one is two. What are you guys planning for today? I have no plans for today. One, I'm babysitting my grandson. Then later on this afternoon, I have to pick up my daughter at work. Then I'm going back to the house. I'm going to be harvesting some of my food over there and the garden that I have at my house. And I have a lot of preserving to do. I'm I made some dill pickling dill cucumber pickles, and they loved it. It was a hit here, so I had to make my eldest daughter a batch for her and her son, um, because she loved it when she tasted it. When she was at my house visiting the other day, and so I told her I would make her one. I have more cucumbers to uh, preserve. Of course, I'm going to make more pickles because I love them. And the dill pickles are so delicious. Some I save it for fresh eating. And I started doing something different with pickles. I mean, with cucumbers. Um, let's see here. I now chop up the cucumbers very tiny, and I add it to. It tastes delicious if you haven't tried it. I add it to my scrambled eggs, and I add it to if I'm making a sandwich, I put it on my sandwich. Um, what did I add to it the other day? And it was so good. So I had mixed. It's just like a salad. So I had, um, I don't know if it was turkey sandwich. I forgot what it was, but I put slices of a lettuce or some kind, some sort. But then I chop up onions and dice up onions and tomatoes and really tiny cucumbers. I chop them up really small. I mix that all together. Put a little mayonnaise on it. Mix it all together and put it as a spread on your bread with your, wait for your sandwich, and it's really good. So yeah, so now yeah, so when I do my surgery, I'm definitely going to be doing lives. Um videos because I'm going to be bored to death. I got to make sure that I'm going to have all my knitting and crocheting stuff here at my daughter's house. And I don't know, keep my mind busy. I've been reading, taking up reading again. I'm enjoying that. But yeah, and the thing is, if I'm going to get it done, I want to get it done before the winter. So one thing you don't want to mess around with is your foot and your back. So, but he is the doctor. He should know what I need. Also, I'm doing my own homework online. And because I asked him, is there anything else besides surgery that we can do? Is there another alternative than surgery? He said, nope, not for your condition. And I'm like, okay. So it is what it is. And I'm gonna try to lose more weight. That's why I'm trying to want to lose some more weight before the surgery as well, because because of surgery, because they put you under and they say that the the healthier you are, the more higher rate is for you to have a survival rate after surgery. That's what they say. So I want to have him give me some time to lose at least 5 more pounds or so and see. But they run tests on you. They do the heart test, they do blood work, they do all this stuff before you have surgery. Then they'll let you know if if it's okay to do surgery on you. So yeah, so that is what's going on, guys. What you guys working on? Any plans for the few summer days we have left? Few summer weeks we have left? You know, my eldest daughter and I was speaking. We were talking yesterday, and they're so busy with work and things like that. And we just got the card going. Like it's going to be almost a month Saturday. So we really haven't been. We were just talking how we noticed how we haven't been to the beach. We haven't been to the parks. They have beautiful parks here. I think I'm going to start going. I love trail walking. They have some beautiful trail paths here. And I think I'm going to do that before my surgery. I would like to go maybe for some trail walks. And yeah, enjoy the outdoors because I'm going to be indoors for 2 weeks. Yeah. The car's doing fine. We're loving it. It's great in gas mileage. The gas prices went down here a little bit more. We used to have to spend $40 to fill her up. This is a 4-cylinder. But now we're full tank is about $35. So hopefully things will get better um soon here in this country. Um Now, guys, there's been a lot of recalls with food. Be very careful. There is a website or something where you could look up all the recalls. They have a list of recalls of foods. And a YouTuber here in the garden homestead community, I guess her watermelons weren't ready yet, and so she wanted watermelon. Long story short, she bought it not from the grocery store. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. She bought it from a local farmer. And so she went and cut it and ate it. And all of a sudden, something was wrong with her throat, her mouth, her throat, and she was feeling really sick. So she's going to go back to where she bought it to see what happened, what's going on, because she's not sure if they spray something on the what did they spray on the watermelon, all this other stuff that it got into the meat of the watermelon. So she got really sick, and so she was on here warning people about. Also, she made a video yesterday about all the recalls that they are right now with celery and other foods. So just be careful. Just before you buy food out there, look at the list. And I don't understand why there would be certain things in the food that shouldn't be in there. Um, I tell you guys these things because I care about you and I want you guys to be careful. But they've been finding drugs, some type of drugs in the food, like narcotic drugs. Uh, what was it that they said yesterday? Um, what was that drug they said that they found in the food? So that's why that was another reason it was recall. What's that drug that they always give people for pain? I keep forgetting because I don't get those. X. What is it? Code X. You know which one? The regular one, Percocet, like the Percocet, the generic, and all that in the food. Yes, they are here until the closing of the house they just bought. Oh, they okay, so they're moving closer to you. That's awesome, Michelle. They're moving closer to you. I will continue to crochet the bunny and hood amagurumi and straighten the house. Okay, Jennifer, sounds good. Sounds awesome. You're making a bunny. That sounds fun. Are you gifting it? So let's see. So now we go back. This is going to be, I think I'm going to make this a little smaller. So guys, before you go to the grocery stores, look up the recall thing. Because chances are, by the time they put out the recall and the alert, us consumers, we already bought the food and ate it. Unfortunately. So you know, talk to your family, grandkids, you know, all that. Tell your family, you have grandkids, tell your children to look at the recall. Not sure why there's so much recall in food in 1 year, but the list is crazy. So pray for your food before you eat it. That's what I do. I pray for the food. I pray for the water. Because God said, pray blessings over your food so it will not harm you. Press blessing over the food so it will not harm you. Okay. Let me take a drink and continue. I got to stretch my legs. That's the problem with these things. These things they do to me. These things that are going on. You gotta stretch. You gotta keep moving different positions. Let's see here. Oh, awesome, Angie. Aw. What color are you doing it? What color is the bunny's gonna be? And what kind of yarn are you using? Are you using like a 4-weight yarn, or are you using a 5-weight, or are you using like a Chanel yarn, you know, Chanel, however they call it, um, type of yarn? I take forever to drink my breakfast. I need to stop that. I need to drink it. Oh, hi, Mary. How are you, Mary? Mary, you want to come up? If you have time. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a blessed day, everyone, and hugs. Your loved ones, let them know that you love them. Amen, guys. Let them know that you love them, because some of us have lost family members and friends, and Mary is spending time with her aunt. She has mentioned it here a few times in my channel. I think it's okay to say, because we are all praying for her aunt. But Mary is saying this because she has a loved one that's going through cancer, and they are nothing else they could do for her. So there's nothing impossible. What's impossible for man, it's not impossible for God. But the doctors are saying there's nothing else they could do for her. And so she is going to go spend some time with Mary and her family. So yeah, tell them you love them often, and hug them and kiss them, no matter their age. I tell my eldest, she's, you know, And even my youngest, she's 19. I still say good night, give me a hug, I love you, and we're starting to pray together. A family that prayed together, stayed together. And, these days that we're living and things that are going on in this world, I pray with my daughter. It's good to pray with them, and especially before they go to bed. And if you have time to do it in the morning, that's fine. But if you don't, always spend even that one time a day to read the Word of God or pray with your children, your family, because life is getting tough. It's a light pink and dusty rose yarn blanket, says Angie from Angie's Treasures. Yarn from Hobby Lobby. Okay, light pink and dusty rose. Ooh, it's for a girl. This is my first time using this yarn, and I like it. What's the name of the yarn? If you could share here with us the name of the yarn, because I love me some Hobby Lobby yarn. And I want to go back because my store, anyways, when they had the clearance for this year, the red tag sales, because they don't call it clearance, they say red tag sales. She said they were having making room for new yarns, so I would like to go check that out, see what it is. And I'm excited that fall is around the corner, because that Hobby Lobby yarn, I didn't buy a lot of the Hobby Lobby clearance yarn they had or red tag sale they had this year, because they didn't have a lot. And some of it I didn't care for. And so I bought what I knew what I liked and what I was going to use, what I'm going to make out of it. I had like a project on my mind when I was shopping. Okay, let me look at this yarn. All right, so yep. All right, so this is that type of yarn. Oh, I'm gonna make a top with this, or so then I went according to how many I needed, and it was such a steal. It was like $1 or something for yarn that had was it yak? No, it wasn't yak. It was, oh my gosh, I gotta look at my own video. I don't have the yarn here, but it had a natural animal fiber in it. And for that price, yeah, I'm definitely going to make me a top out of that. Yep. I've been tired. Even though I get up at 4:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, I get up because I feel like the Lord is waking when you get up that time in the morning, sometime, especially 2, 3 in the morning. I feel like the Lord's waking you up to pray. Maybe he wants to prevent something for that day, or you pray for neighbors, family, whatever. A stranger in another part of the world, you never know what's going to be happening, what's going on. No. Only God knows what goes on ahead of time than anybody. So, but then I had been tired because sometimes, that's why I want to do the surgery too, because sometimes you don't sleep well. Pain does wake you up. And yeah, it's not a lot of fun. So if you're waking up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you usually don't get up that time, let's say, to do a bathroom run, maybe have a drink of water. You normally don't get up around that time. Then maybe you should be getting up to pray. Gotta stop them in their tracks. Yarn bees, soft pink and mulberry. Mulberry. I have some yarn bees, soft pink and mulberry. Over are the colors. I have to double check the correct colors. Oh, okay. Well, at least I know what type of Hobby Lobby yarn. So That's the one she's talking about, guys, right there. Yarn B is nice yarn. I like that yarn. It's a nice yarn. So 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2. Okay, that's a really nice yarn. Well, the link is there if anybody want to come up and spend some time and chit chat. If not, I understand. I don't bite. I do have all my shots. I could be silly, right, guys? I could. It's just my nature. Being silly. All right, 1 2. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, I want to finish this before I go home today. At least the body of the amigurumi. I haven't made one in so long. I have many whips of pieces that I already crochet or knit. I mean, the knitting machine or crochet that I have to put together to finish my amigurumis. But because my hands started to hurt, and I have to say that my hands are getting better, but because my hands started to hurt a lot, I had to put stuff down. You know how it is. Y'all know how that is. Mm. I love using these thicker yarns. Also for amigurumi, I usually use a 4-weight, but this is a thicker yarn. I usually use a 4-weight, but the thicker yarns work up really fast, much faster than a 4-weight. But the 4-weight gives it a different look, a nicer look that I like. Okay. Yeah, it's hard for me to crochet and talk, knit and talk. I got to work on that. But at least I'm doing something. So, so I'm just doing the ink. I'm doing increases rows right now to the size of how big I want my amigurumi to be. You guys, I'm going to make another video. I have shared a video here that at Walmart had a clearance sale going on. They had a clearance sale going on in almost all the departments. It was just not the craft area. Also the toy department if you have children. Food. A lot of different department had this rollback going on. When you go to the front of the register, whatever they have, they have that area in front of the register where they have, I call it the try to take your money and one more time before you check out area where they got all the candies and everything else and other stuff. They also have rollbacks there. So I did buy some things. I just have not made a video about it. But I did buy some things there, and I will be doing a small Walmart haul video and also Joann's. Because when I went to Joann's, I did buy, they had that sale. Buy two, they had a doorbuster, buy two, get one free of yarns on all the yarns. And then if you didn't make the doorbuster, I guess it was 20% off. So, yeah. Elaine, have you used crafters gloves? That usually helps me when I crochet um uh, a micro I can't see that, rooting doll's hair. Um Jeannie from Proverbs 31 Woman Yarn. I think that's the name of her channel. Um she had gifted me those gloves. I do have the gloves. It was that I found the box of the other two stuff she sent me, but where the gloves are and where the gloves are in another box. That box I have to look for. So yeah, I have them. I just haven't. I just have to look for it. So they help you a lot. Those gloves. I never wore them before, but I definitely want to have them in an area where I know I'm going to find them when I need them. So I have to look for them this weekend because I'm going back to crocheting and knitting and I want them have them ready just in case my hands start acting up. I was supposed to get some X-rays done on my hands, so I have to go do that. I have so many appointments in 1 week; it was ridiculous, and I just needed a break from the doctors, and especially when they're poking me here and there, and now they want to cut me open, so on my foot. I just needed a break. I have to go get this X-ray on my hands to see, making sure that it's not arthritis. But I don't think it's arthritis. I think I'm not a doctor, but I think because it's feeling better, I think it was because that big blanket that I knitted, it was a knitted blanket and it was almost as tall as I am. So that is a lot of work. Um, and I wasn't putting it down. You know how next time I will put stuff like that down for a little bit and work on other stuff that's not going to hurt my hands like that. I was just working at it, working at it, working at it, working at it. And I think that's why I got my hands were hurting bad. My fingers, my knuckles, my wrist was hurting here. My this finger right here, which is the third finger, right here was hurting. Was a lump there, so I think it was all the knitting and stuff like that. So I don't know. The lump is not there anymore. So I do still want to check to make sure, but I'm just saying I thought it was the knitting. I still had to finish more whips, more whips, more whips. I want to get rid of my whips. I have too many, and I have to get rid of them. I had to get them done so I can move on to other projects. But the one I really want to work on, but I'm putting knitting down for a little bit, is my knit. It's the I'm knitting a chicken, and the pattern is this lady who wrote a pattern, but she made a tutorial on YouTube because I think people were having a hard time understanding the pattern. So she made a tutorial, and I follow her tutorial. It is the emotional support chicken. I want to finish that one so bad, but that chicken's gonna have to wait. They have a crochet chicken too, pattern for a crochet chicken. So the fall's around the corner. You know what that means, guys. Back to making hats and scarves and um, gloves. I usually start making them for my family first, like my two daughters, my grandson, and then I start just making a for whoever I want to give them to. This is our busiest time of year because nobody likes to mess around with acrylic yarn in the summer. Even though some of us do, we put up with it. But let me tell you, if it wasn't for that AC, I would have never finished that blanket. Because, man, it was hot having that blanket on me, because it was long. So it had to be on me. But I'm glad I finished it. I was excited I finished it. Now I can enjoy the blanket. It is my, I named the blanket 12 Tribes of Judah because accidentally it has 12 colors. 2. It wasn't planned. 3. Now I would like to make one in a solid color. That's my scrap yarn blanket, stripy blanket. I never made myself a scrap yarn blanket. So that was my first one. So I saw how much fun everybody was having making theirs. And I said, well, let me get rid of some yarn and get this scrappy blanket going. So guys, if you need any prayers or anything like that you would like for me to pray for you and your family, anything going on, let me know in the comment section. If not, you could email me. My email is elaineshookedonyarn@yahoo.com, but you could also find it in the description box of my videos or the about page. I'll be more than happy to add you guys to my prayer list. I pray for you guys anyways, but if there's a specific prayer that you need and you want to tell me about it, let me know. Here to help. We should help one another, especially in that area in prayer, because everybody's going through something and the world is going through something and we all need somebody. We all need help. I don't care who you are. We cannot make it in this world without somebody by our side. And that main person is who? Who is that main person? Ooh, I gotta make this smaller. I'm gonna run out of yarn. Okay, I think that's enough increases. I should have done it smaller. This is going to be the last row because I still have more of this yarn and this yarn. So this is gonna be the last increase right now. Is what I mean, the last increase. I gotta pay attention to the yarn. Talking, and not paying attention. 2, 3. 2. Let's see here. How long have I been on? No way. An hour and 33 minutes. Wow. Does anybody want to come up? This is right here. So that's 1, 2. And I gotta check that. I have a lot of things to do in my little crafty corner at my house. I'm so blessed that my daughter does let me keep yarn here at her house. Because then I don't have to, worry about bringing yarn here. Especially I'm going to be here for 2 weeks. But I definitely had to get it from the basement and just bring a basket of yarn up here yeah. I'm so grateful I have my 2 daughters. They really love me and care about me a lot. I love them, of course. It's how you raise your kids, and so that, treat your kids well, take care of them well, and teach them well, so that when you're an older age, they will not forget about you. And they will, all my daughters always say, Mom, you always been the mother and the father, and you always provided for us. You always put yourself last. They remember, they don't forget. Who got the pair of sneakers first? They did. I will do without for my daughters. I will. I have done without for my daughters. That would be clothing, food, whatever. I would do without. There was a period time that I was shopping at a thrift store for me so they could have new clothes for years when we have to take care of kids and um be good listeners, take out time for them. It don't matter their age. So that you don't want to be older and then your kids, they don't like being around you, and then when you need them they won't be there for you you know so I'm grateful that my daughter, because I had asked my daughter, my oldest, I said, they want me to do this surgery, but Maya's not gonna be able to take care of me, and this is the third floor, and blah blah blah. And she was like, I was thinking maybe we both could come to your house for 2 weeks, because I'm not gonna leave my youngest over there by herself, 4 towns up. So she said, absolutely, come here. We will take care of you. And I'm grateful for that, because if not, we would have to call Nurses Aid to come here. And I don't know if she wants people coming here at her house. So, yeah, it's a blessing to, hopefully when I get older, I told my grandson, don't forget about grandma when you grow up and get married. God willing, we're still here. You grow up, you get married, and don't ever, you have your little family and everything. He said, will you forget about grandma? He said, no, I will never forget about grandma. Like, okay. So it's nice to have family that love you and care about you, and you show them. They know by the way you treat them, the way you raise them, teach them to respect others and uh, be kind, and they see, and they go by your example. So, Elaine, have you used? Oh, okay, that was the right that one. So they go by your example. But I'm blessed, because, and imagine doing all this by myself, and I could have done it. They would have to put me in one of those places that I don't want to go to, rehabilitation places. No, because those people don't know me. They might not. Who knows how they're going to treat you in those places? I don't like to be a burden to no one. That's why I try to do the best I could do on my own. Because when you become a single mom for so many years, and you're the breadwinner, and you're the father, you're the mother, you're all this stuff, you get tough skin. You have to. You can't be like, oh, I feel sick, I'm not going to work today. No, you got kids to raise, kids to support. The only way I would tell my daughters when they were in school, or for myself at work, you don't miss a day of school or a day of work unless you got the runs and you're throwing up and you got a high fever. That's it. Other than that, so I'm blessed. Is what I'm saying. I'm grateful for my daughters, um, and my grandson. This one joins right here. So yep. I only have one grandbaby, but I'm happy with that. In the future, who knows if I have one more, but I'm happy that I was able to have one. It's a blessing. Y'all grandmas out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Your nanas out there. I'm trying to make sure. All right. So here is 2. This is okay. So so I was saying I have to clean my craft area. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to be creative with it, the little space I have. And so I have to work on that. I want to rebag all my yarns. Especially the ones I have here in my daughter's house. And just organize them. See what I have. Make a list. Have an inventory. So that what I want to do is when I have them in totes, because I obviously don't have a craft room. So 90% of my yarns are in totes. So I have a small apartment. I have no choice. But what I want to do is I want to organize them with and put like a plastic little pocket thing that you put on your totes. In there, have a list of what's in there. And the type of yarn, the color, the weight, and all that. So that I don't have to look through too many totes just to find a color I need, a weight size I need. So that I need to work on that because it's not organized that way. So if I need a yarn and I said, oh, I need Mandela and whatever, and then I gotta look through 10 totes or whatever, and sometimes I don't find it to the last tote. It's a lot of work. So I get to the last one. So I have to plan it. I have to organize it. Maybe one day I will be blessed with a craft room, but right now I'm just enjoying what I have. I hope now that the fall weather, summer's almost over, I hope that, because I've been seeing some people missing here from YouTube. I'm hoping that they will all come back now and start making videos and or lives. It'll be nice to see some groups of people I haven't seen in a minute. I don't know if Walmart is probably, I was thinking they're probably going to have new stuff coming in because they had oh, sorry, my camera's moving. They had a lot of departments that had rollbacks. So maybe, I don't know, but I know they're going to start getting ready for that Black Friday, which, they do it early now. They do it a couple months. What are we going on? September. So they might start October. Some places starts October. And then they run it through November. Yeah, October, November, guys. Black Friday. Let me see how this is going to work. My grandson is still sleeping. What time is it? Oh, 10 in the morning. It's 10:17 in the morning here. Wow, I've been up 6 hours now. Yep. Let's see. What are you guys going to plan this weekend? Well, this weekend, what am I planning? Well, there is a church I visit here. Not here, but where I live. Pastor sent me a copy of the flyer of an event they're having this Saturday. So they're having a gospel concert. It's free. I'm going to go. And then they're having some Jamaican food. I'm like, what? I don't know if it's the food is free. I know the concert's free. I'm not sure if the food is free, but I'm gonna bring money just in case. But that's something I'm doing on Saturday. And then I don't know. I got to talk to my daughters and see if we want to go to the park or something this weekend. Enjoy the last dog days of summer. You know, I really want to go out there and enjoy the weather because I feel like my life is get up so early in the morning. I got to run here, run there, and I have to watch my grandson. And sometimes my grandson doesn't uh, want to go anywhere because it's too hot. It's too hot. That boy's already darker than any of us. He's so dark right now. Also, I want to help him with school. Like um, read together, go over some math projects, and I'm also teaching him Spanish. I'm gonna teach him Spanish. My youngest daughter, she wants me to speak to her Spanish at home, and I hope so because I tried to do that before. Hope so this time around will be successful. You see, when I grew up, my mom knows English and Spanish. She reads it, she writes it, she wrote it, she write it because she's not here with us anymore. But she is with the good Lord. So, but she spoke at the house Spanish. So she never translated it. She just spoke it. And that's how we learn. But these days, our kids, you try to do that with them. They're like, please translate so I could know what you're saying. And I understand that, but I wonder how I learned in my mom's house because I could speak it. I only went to Puerto Rico for 1 year in school in Puerto Rico. And I was in first grade. And in Puerto Rico, you do have an English class. They give everybody there has one of the subjects is English. And I only went to school for 1 year, first grade. And never have I been to uh anybody. I never took Spanish classes. I tried to take it in high school, but the lady was teaching like not not there's different ways of speaking Spanish, reading it. There's different definitions of the Spanish words. They all don't mean the same. And so I think she was doing it. She was teaching Spanish, but it was more Mexican, their language, and their language. I understand almost everything in Mexican, but some of the words had different meanings. So when she would give me something, and I already knew the meaning, but I would write it what we think the meaning is. At first, I didn't know what she was doing, and then she would said incorrect. Now this was an American Caucasian woman, and I was like, "Ma'am, I'm Spanish. I know what I'm saying. That's what that word means." And she would say, "Well, you're incorrect. This and that." And I'm like, "What is she talking about?" And then somebody brought to my attention that it's not my native language from Puerto Rico, is from Mexico that they were teaching at the high school. So I was like, oh, okay. So now the children are like, well, you're gonna have to translate if you're gonna teach me. So if I'm walking around the house and speaking all day Spanish to my young one, I will have to double talk. I will have to be like, mira nena, ven aquí. And that's like, hey girl, come here. Mira nena, ven aquí. Hey girl, come here. I would have to be like that. It's gonna be so annoying. But that's what she said to me, that when she was younger, I would just speak Spanish to her and she would just like not register it. So they're not registering it. Like when my mother brought us up, my mother didn't waste time with that. My mother was just spoke it. You better learn it. You better know what I'm saying. You better not get a dictionary. So they do have the dictionary where it translates. It's Spanish and English. So I think I'm gonna get her that. But so it's my grandson and my youngest daughter that, although I tell them I don't mind teaching you Spanish, But there's free classes on YouTube. You guys be on here on social media watching everybody's videos or whoever you're supporting. You also could be in here educating yourself. There's so much stuff you can learn on YouTube. So stick to the good stuff is what I mean. So now I'm teaching them Spanish. I have these flashcards with the English in one side, Spanish word in the other. So I have that for my youngest so she could learn it. Then I'm going to give it to him. So it's important for them to know our native language because I tried with them before when they were younger, but it was just, I got them CDs from the library. Remember those days when the library still had those CDs that you learn a language for free? Yeah, I would bring them those in the children, in the library, in the children department, they had some for children. So you just pop them in your computer and they sit there and they learn. So now I would do both with them. I will teach them myself, and then I want them also in their spare time to take 20 minutes to half an hour to watch a YouTube video teaching them as well. So yeah, that's one thing we're going to be doing this fall. And so that way they'll be bilingual. It's bilingual Spanish, bilingual English. So that, and if they'll have a better chance of getting these jobs that they prefer people to speak two languages, especially the main language here in America is English and Spanish. Elaine, it is a blessing to have morning coffee with you. You and everyone in the chat. Have a wonderful weekend. You too, Angie. You probably left by now, but you too. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate you so much. I have to have my coffee too. It's sitting right over there. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. I would like to learn a new language myself too. But I've been reading and taking some time off the screen time and phone time and all that, and get my brain going and start, because we're so used to doing everything on a laptop, even learning, and that's okay. But I want to go back to the old days when we used to just use a textbook, just read from a book. I am not an the audiobooks, it's okay and everything, but that's not for me. um Unless I'm really tired and my eyes, I can't see well, I will do the audio, the Bible app with the audio. But other than that, I love reading books. I am a book person. I have to have it in front of me. I have to touch it and I have to have it in front of me. So that's the way that I am. I know a lot of people, when audio came out, audio reading and all that, people loved it, and that's fine too. But if something ever happens to your computer, or let's say the gray world wide web, that they decided to shut us down or something, then it's always good to have some books for backup in case those things happen, lose power or whatever might happen. Yeah. I mean, I love YouTube. I learn a lot here. I'm so grateful for my crocheters, knitters, and my homesteaders. And anything else I want to come in here and learn. But it's also good to go to the library and also use a book. I'm surprised that this the internet, social media and internet has not shut down the libraries. I think the libraries will never go anywhere. I think the libraries will always be here to stay. Libraries are fun. Some people think they're boring. No, they're not. Sometimes they have events there where you can meet new people. They have free crochet classes, arts, drawing, knitting, whatever people want to go there and share with other people. See, there's some people that don't always like to be here on computer. They don't like to make videos. They don't like to be in front of the camera, but they're out there in public and senior citizens homes and facilities and the library or the community, and they're out there in public in person teaching people, which is awesome too. Because sometimes you want something that is right in front of you, you know, that you're able to sit there and a real person is next to you teaching you. And some people do better that way than the computer. So it's a win-win situation in both situations. But I just met somebody new yesterday. Her name is Robin. I do I have my 2 gardens. I do gardening, but I also harvest. I go around, look at community gardens, and I've been sharing on my other channels all the free food you could get in community gardens. And I advise people to go check them out because a lot of it, if you don't harvest them, a lot of it's dying back, and a lot of insects are eating it, and bugs and all that. So, food prices are high. You gotta grab the blessing while it's there. We don't know how long it's gonna last. So while it's there, grab the blessing. So anyway, I went to the garden yesterday, and I finally met a person, one of the volunteers, because every time I go there, there's no one there. And so they have this shed that has a lock. You have to know the combination number. And so I always wanted to talk to somebody about reserving a raised bed. They have 10 raised beds, but not for myself. I want to plant seeds for the community, share my seeds, in other words. So I met this she's older than I am, but very nice lady. And she was so happy to see me. She's retired. She used to work at the hospital. She just retired, but she does community work, which is the garden. And so she said she has a group of people that do volunteer. And I said, listen, I'm so glad I met you because I wanted to talk to somebody about how does this all work? Who do I have to talk to about maybe watering the garden? I don't just want to grab the hose and, somebody come on, hey, what you doing? Or is there a schedule? Who's watering it? Is there a schedule so nobody will overwater it? How do we go about donating seeds or planting seeds or whatever? She was so happy because she tried to grow kale and somehow it wasn't successful for her. And I told her it's too hot right now. So I told her I could grow kale for you. I have 3 different plants. What I'll do is I'll go home, start them at home. Once I start them from seed, once they're already maybe on their 4th leaves, I could then come here and transplant them. She gave me, because she already had a few things on a raised bed, she gave me more than half of a raised bed. This raised bed must be 10 feet long. Okay. So she gave me all this space. She goes, this is going to be your raised bed. And I was like, oh, I was so excited. And I was, I like to give back to the community because I also was blessed. I felt the blessing when I needed, if I was out here and I needed a salad or I needed a snack or I needed just to have some vegetables because probably I couldn't afford it this week at the grocery store. I was so happy and blessed that was there available for me. So now I want to, there's a Bible verse where it says, what was it? I want to bless others because it was a blessing to me. So it was, because you have received, now freely give. Don't know the Bible verse where you can find it, but if you Google it, you freely receive, now you freely give. So that's what Jesus said. So that's what I want to do. And I was happy. And she goes, they have a beautiful eggplant that I ate some of that eggplant. And I said, oh my gosh, this eggplant is beautiful and it doesn't grow really big and really wide. I was wondering, what do you guys do? When do you guys remove everything from the garden? Because I was wondering if you could leave one of the okras and one of the eggplants to go to seed, at least leave one of those plants so I could come and harvest the seeds because I love it. She said that she's going to do that for me. Very nice lady. So she gave me the combination to the shed and said, I'm going to give you the combination to the shed. Now, like, who does that? She doesn't even know who I am. She doesn't know who I am. She just met me yesterday. So I told her I used to live here, but I don't live here. I live in Nagata. And my daughter lives here and all this other stuff. And then she was like, listen, you seem like a nice lady. I'm going to give you the combination to the shed. She opened it. She had it open. She goes, here, you are free to use whatever you see in here. Like there's a rake, there's gloves, there's shovels, there's whatever you need for gardening. And then she said, if you want to bring your own stuff, you could have a little space and put your stuff in here. And she goes, if it'd be a blessing if you bring us the plants, you don't have to worry about them. You just bring us the plants, you plant them, and we will take care of them. We will make sure it's water and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you. So that was a blessing yesterday. And I got to, meet someone new. And I think she said she was like 60 something years old, but she looked good for her age, very healthy. And this is so far has I gone, so I'm going in circles right now. So that was nice of her. So now I told her, well, how would people know that this raised bed's for me? So she's gonna talk to the other people. And then I said, because I'm gonna go home, start them from seed, but I won't be able to have them ready for you maybe to the second week of September. She goes, that's fine. We're gonna save this space for you. So I was really happy. But see, also have a lot of the other vegetables that are, because of the season, they're dying back. So I said, what do you guys do with all these plants? Do you throw them in the garbage or do you compost it? So she said, well, we're not allowed to compost here because they don't have enough space. So I said, ooh, I had another idea. See, I'm growing my own compost here at my daughter's house. It's almost full, guys. So instead of her throwing in the garbage, I could just take some of them, not all of them, because she got 10 raised beds. But at least take 2 or 3 of those raised beds, the plants, chop them up, put them in a garbage bag, and bring it to my compost. That's awesome for your compost because it's organic matter. And they don't put pesticides, no spray, no nothing in those raised beds, she told me. They don't put any of that on the plants, the raised beds, none of that. Everything's grown organically, natural. So I was like happy to hear that. But she was a really nice lady. I was just surprised how much she trusted me, but I'm glad that she did. So she already gave me the combination to the lock, and that's another way for me to be active, and it gives me a push to be active and to be able to give back, and I want to do it before the surgery. Obviously, I'm going to go home this weekend and start working on those plants for her, and I'm glad that they're going to take care of them because I'll be laying up for 2 weeks after my surgery. So that'll be fun to get back to the community. She said to me, but remember, if you're going to put plants here to grow, that other people are going to be harvesting it. I'm like, well, that's the whole point. So she, because some people would take a bed and put seeds for themselves, but she's saying, yeah, that's okay. You could harvest too, but keep in mind that this is a community garden. And I'm like, yep, I understand. That's the whole point. I said, listen, I enjoy some vegetables from this garden and I just want to give back. And, and that's it. If I'm growing my own kales at my house. So even if I won't be able to harvest these, let them harvest it. So yeah, she was a really nice lady. You know, it's always good to meet new people and make friends. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome in, Jeanette. How are you? How are you doing today? Are you at work? Are you at work right now? You're lurking. Yeah, so I thought that was nice. But anyway, that's what I'm doing this weekend. I think I'm going to uh I've been working at the house, getting stuff organized, and we're going to be doing more work because we don't know what could happen after the surgery. So just in case, I might have to be in bed longer, but I'm not participating to be in bed longer. 2 weeks is long enough. But we're going to get stuff ready and everything ready. I go see him in 2 weeks. And we will see what's going to happen. But yeah. Oh, Jennifer saying hi to Jeanette. It's good to see that you are still here. Jennifer's been here since I logged on. Thank you for your support, Jennifer. I do appreciate each and one of you guys. All of you guys, please don't forget the thumbs up. I'm trying to get to 1,500 subscribers. I will have a giveaway for that. And I already bought some stuff for the giveaway. But once I fill up my box, then I will show you what's in the box for the giveaway. Okay. So I do appreciate the thumbs up. If you guys could share me out. I have to make a video about the giveaway, but I first want to get the box ready so I could show it. I want to make a short video about it and then a regular video here in my channel about it. I would definitely keep you guys updated. Yes, please just keep me in your prayers because the last time I had surgery and the only time I had surgery in my entire life was in 1997 or 1998, and it was from my back. And that was horrible to wake up from that surgery. Trust me that. And the pain was horrendous. But they gave me, thank God that they started back then, is where they put the medicine in a tube. And so they give you a little button and it slowly puts in morphine or whatever they're giving you for the pain. But I'm just upset because I could have had this surgery a year and a half ago. But I had to suffer this whole time like this because of somebody else's negligence. But I'm glad that I found this doctor. He's an older doctor too. The older doctors, not knocking down the new doctors, but the young doctors. But the old doctor's been around the block. And the young lady that was helping me with my foot was younger. She was like 30-some years old. And she said that she wouldn't do the surgery. She doesn't recommend it, blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. This doctor was like, it's not only that she should have spoke to you about. She should have spoke to you about all the issues you're having both of your feet. So he's an older doctor, and sometimes the older doctors, like I said, they've been around the block. They know a lot more. So yeah. Let me see here. Okay, Jennifer, thank you. They've been around the block. Now I'm going for one foot though. I'm going for the right one, and I don't know. I'm gonna do the left. The left has the same problem as the right, other than that thing that grew on my feet. But because I was born with it, it's something that ran in my family, foot wise. So both feet need surgery. So the left foot is going to be easier because he only has to cut in one place. The right foot, he has to cut in 3 different areas, on the right side of the foot and the left side of the foot. So I'm most likely going to have a cast on so that you don't move that foot. I don't know. He's going to do everything he can for me not to be moving that foot. because I was in his office and I saw the molds of feet in his office on a shelf, and I, it's I could do it. I could do it. God's gonna give me the strength. It's just that. But that's how it is. Sometimes you inherit these things from your family. You don't know about it until you're much older. And, at least you got to know. Now I'm relating this message to my family because my two daughters, it skipped them so far. I It skipped them, but my grandson is having signs of the same problem with his feet as I do, as I have right now. So it's something that runs in my family. I remember my mother and I, like I said, we had identical feet and shape and everything, narrow feet shape, but also the problems, the signs that I see on my feet, I saw it on her feet. Oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, because man, thank you. I do appreciate it. I know I'm not gonna be a baby about it. I am a baby when it comes about these things. These things. But of course I'm praying to the Lord. I'm trying to get away from this surgery. I pray to the Lord. I'm like, Lord, you did give these doctors the intelligence and that they have to become doctors, the knowledge, everything. But nobody's going to do a perfect surgery like you, Lord. Nobody. Please, if you could heal me, if I could wake up one morning and don't have this issue, it would be a blessing to skip the knife. Skip the knife. Skip from going under. Oh my gosh. I mean, it would be wonderful. But if not, sometimes God let these things happen, like for you to do surgery and all that, I don't know, because God is very mysterious. Some people he will heal, some people he won't. So sometimes you do have to go through some things, and you got to get it done. Back in the days, they didn't even have antibiotics, and people died of a simple fever. And now we have all this medicine. I'm not against medicine. I'm not against surgery. Okay. Like I said, if it was life threatening surgery, I'm not against. But we have to do our part in getting healthier. My foot thing is something that is in my DNA. It runs in my family. I have no control of that. But weight wise, we have control of that. So if we don't want to have more health issues, we have to take care of ourselves and eat more natural, eat more from the house, cook at home, eat more closer to the plant, drink your herbal teas, eat your vitamins, eat your vitamins. You know what I mean by that? Eat your vitamins. Yeah, eat your plants. You know, a plant is better than a vitamin C pill. An orange is better than a vitamin C pill. Uh, what is it? Kale and other plants that have vitamin C in it, like peppers, have vitamin C in it. Kales have vitamin K, has all these other vitamins. It's better than taking a supplement. But if you have to take a supplement, then go ahead and take a supplement because I take supplements. I eat my vitamins, but I also drink them because of old age that I have in my both knees. They require vitamin C. So I feel like I don't eat enough vitamin C, so I have to take a supplement as well as eating my vitamin C all together so that I could have enough of the nutrients and vitamin C's, vitamin K, vitamin omega-6, omega-3s, all that stuff in our body. But we do have to start eating at home, guys. We do have to start cooking at home. Stop eating out, making these people rich where they're making you fatter and they're making you sick. Okay? Because that's the point. So, all right, guys. Well, it's been nice. I think I'm going to go now because I'm at 2 hours. I'm over the 2-hour mark. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. But I do appreciate it. You guys stopping by. everybody that stopped by. Jennifer from the UK, Dinky's Craft, and Angie, and Jeanette from DIY Creations, Mary, thank you for being here from Blessed to Crochet, um, Michelle's Crafts, and Crochet and Crafts, thank you for being here. Also, Justin, I have a new friend. His name is Justin, and his channel is Justin's Retro Stuff channel. Thank you, Justin, for being here. Anybody watching behind the bushes, I do appreciate you guys. I wish you guys have a wonderful blessing this weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there, and always be a blessing to someone. But I will also see you guys out in these YouTube streets. God bless. Take care. Do what you love. I'll see you in the next one.